You have a cup for me? Oh. You want to come sit on my lap? Come here. Okay. Thank you for bringing me tea.
Hey, Nick,
No,
all the ladies here are asking, which one did you want to sit on your lap? Wait, I want to see Amelie.
She just ran away. She was feeling shy.
She's
Maybe she'll come back. Hey, Amelie, do you want to come say hi?
Come on, Amelie.
She ran off. She scurried. Oh, here she. Hey, Goose.
Hey, Goose, come on.
She's feeling shy.
Well, she'll come later.
She's separating milk from water.
Oh. Do you want to talk a little bit about your text, Nick?
Well, since you asked, sure. I did something crazy.
Oh, he doesn't. I hope it's not another mind map.
No, I wouldn't do that to everybody. But I made an outline.
Oh my God.
To make a mind map.
Whoa.
But I made a really simplified outline. I didn't like if you really outline every division that Gelt sub J makes, well, I figured out Microsoft Word isn't even capable of going that deep into an outline because he, separates and then separates and then
like a mind map from the 50s, dude.
Yeah, this is a mind map from Geshe Michael's English teacher's era.
Yeah.
So that's what I was going for. But anyway, just to go through it quickly for you guys, and I included a couple very easy questions for you all nuts. So the working title that I've been messing with, Geshe Michael told me to come up with my own title for the book. So
I don't know. I was wondering about that.
Nick's wacky adventure into wisdom.
Yeah.
Kramer, that's obviously a subtitle.
It is pretty obvious. Geez. It's a commentary to the String of Jewels. Okay. So Gelt sub J first prostrates. He bows down to his own teacher. Who's that? Quiz question. That was good. Somebody
That's a big word, but was Word alive?
What?
That was Rob.
Oh yeah, Jason Kappa. And then he bows to the author of the root text. Who's that? Who wrote String of Jewels, Letter to a King?
Nagarjuna.
Very good. Yes. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Amelie. Here. Yeah.
Hi, Amelie.
Come on, bring it to me.
Hi, Amelie.
Actually, Michael's saying hi.
Hi, Amelie.
I am.
She said,
Bye, Amelie. I get the same reaction from my tree.
Anyway. Cheers. Why he wrote the book. That's the first part is Gelt sub J's prostrations. Then why he wrote the book. Okay, so we're in a commentary. For those of you who don't know at all, because I just jumped right into this, we're reading Gelt sub J's commentary to Arya Nagarjuna's String of Jewels or Letter to a King. And it's kind of a lam rim. It's a book. It's kind of a teaching on steps in the path. And I'm just showing you what we've covered so far. I think we're 3 terms in. Why he wrote the book. A, he was asked by his students. B, to help people take the essence of their leisure and fortune, which are blank to find. Rob.
Extremely
expensive.
Hard to find. Yeah. I didn't even say hard, Rob, but I think you thought I did. But yeah, hard to find. Gelse, I think so. The offering that satisfies the victors like no other is when their teachings strike us as personal advice and we put them into practice. And then comes the introduction, presenting how cool the author of the Shastra is. He was prophesized in a bunch of sutras. He achieved the state of Vajradhara. What's that in English? Vajradhara.
Holder of the jewel.
Holder of the diamond.
Yeah, great. By practicing unsurpassed yoga. Then introducing the Shastra. So Gelt sub J is just going through all this stuff. He wanted to say how cool Arya Nagarjuna is. Then he wants to introduce the book. And he introduces it by explaining all these other super important books that Arya Nagarjuna wrote, which establish that in the end, all paths are,
One taste.
yeah, good. I don't think he said one taste, but he said one. And this, he's Tartuk Tek Bachik. Not, but
Right.
Rochik is a common expression. This particular book is one of the 6 that established the profound blank way using reasoning.
I like this. I like this quiz.
The profound blank way. Go ahead, Ben.
Clueless?
Higher.
No,
It is the
the middle way.
Duh.
Establishes the middle way. Those 6 are very cool. Gyaltsab J shares some details of how cool they are. Some are extensions of the root text, while others aren't. I don't go into too much more detail. There's a lot of detail. If you guys want all the detail, the book will be available at some unspecified date. Rosa Van Grieken will make it available as a ebook.
In a future kappa.
Yeah. The actual explanation, the meaning of the name, all he does is translate it. It's Raja Parikata Ratnamali, as Aisha knows. Gyalpa la Tamchawa Rinpoche Trengwa, string of jewels, words to a king. What king is this written for? It's likely King Udayi Bhadra. That's the position of Gyaltsab J in writing this commentary. It's disputed by scholars. I found some interesting stuff online about it. I put it in a footnote. Translator's obeisance. He bows to the Buddhas and the Rob.
Bodhisattvas.
Thank you.
Hey,
Explanation of the text. There's the introduction of the explanation, which has some parts, and then the explanation itself. In the introduction of the explanation, he explains the offering of praise. And then in the pledge to compose the work, he explains how Arya Nagarjuna made a pledge to compose the work. And he lists the 4 qualities of the book. And then it actually, here's where we actually begin with the words of the root text. Arya Nagarjuna starts the root text by saying, here you go, king. So you can achieve your goals. I'm going to, give you these steps. So he makes it clear that he's writing it for a king so he can achieve his goals. And then we talk about what makes someone a worthy vessel. They bring themselves to a realized being. They accomplish the teachings.
hey, Nick, in your future life, you're going to be your translator, okay?
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to take up too much time with this.
No, I mean, just don't talk too fast.
Yeah, you're totally right. The explanation itself. So it seems that a big part of the subject matter of this book is the causes and results of higher rebirths and definite goodness. And then we present, Gyaltsab J is going to present them, and he says Arya Nagarjuna presents them individually and then interspersed. And that's a B way down here somewhere, interspersed presentations.
Mm.
So I just want to show you where we are at. So here we just have the explanation itself is broken into the chapters of the book, the causes and results for good future lives and nirvana, and then advices on amassing the 2 collections, advices to not carry out the activities of a king incorrectly, and advices that those seeking to reach enlightenment quickly should leave the home life. Even bodhisattvas, he says. And then, but we didn't get there yet. Where we are is in the general presentation of causes for and results of higher rebirth and definite goodness. Then the presentation of the causes for higher realms and definite goodness individually. And within that, we have already set forth the context. And now we are into the actual explanation. And within that, we are in the explanation of the causes that result in higher rebirths. we're on the extensive explanation for the causes that result in higher rebirths. And he specifically outlines 16 things that are the teachings for reaching higher rebirths.
Yeah.
The first 10 of those 16 are the 10 non-virtues or the 10 virtues, turning away from the 10 non-virtues. And the other 6 are a bunch of other things that are, I think he calls them like ill-advised activities. And I'm trying to even remember them. One of them was giving up drinking alcohol, giving up hitting people with sticks or something like that. Turning our backs on other ill-advised, other kanamatoas, which we had yesterday in Sugeng's text, I think.
Cool.
Chang mitung, so don't drink alcohol. And then Soa, and here he's referring to the 5 wrong kinds of livelihood.
Good.
And that's where we're at. And we just covered the five wrong kinds of livelihood as they were presented in a different book. I can't even remember. I didn't look. It is Namjo Lakchang.
Yeah.
Liberation thrust into our hands. And now we are just arriving at how Gyaltsab presented these 5 wrong kinds of livelihood.
Great summary, Nick. Thank you for working so hard on it. Yeah, that's a great summary. You guys ready then?
Yes, sir. Take the plane,
Take
please.
the plane. It was a very thoughtful summary, and thank you for that. It was really, you spent some time on it, and thank you for that. All right, here we go. Let's get this out of here. Always. Okay. We did pretty well last term. 6 folio faces is a good term. And by the way, some of your books, we come to a difficult spot, we slow down, we should slow down. So I'm not looking at how many folios we finished, but I just want to do it right. But we did make good progress. It looks like if we split this text into 2 books, it's going to be 2 books of like 500 pages each or something like that. And we can finish the first book classes next year, just after this time. Okay. There's the chapters. And we're ready for the 5 wrong ways of making a living, we would say in modern English. According to Nagarjuna's list, which is slightly different. Maybe that'd be a good homework for you, Nick, next time, is to explain how did those 5 wrong ways of making a living change between Nagarjuna and Pabonka.
Again, I could be wrong, but I don't think Arya Nagarjuna listed them. He just said Soa.
Oh, I'm sorry, Gyaltsab. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And so here we go. I matched the numbers up to Pabonka Rinpoche. And so he has a different order. But I'd like you to comment on the differences between the 2 next class, okay? I think Dr. Kramer usually gets the honor of criticizing Nick as much as he can.
Okay. Tsulcha ni nepa ton tu nierwe kunne langne shenki dakla nienkur chena chimarum. Daki tetak drupar chao. Nyamne chetzo lekpar chipao.
Yeah, the big word here is chba at the last line, and that means to fake something. Okay, it's not related to the word dharma at all. It just means to pretend or to fake something. So tsulcha this kind of wrong livelihood is called sulchu. How would you translate it, Nick?
Well, I've used what you have used over the decades, pretending.
Yeah, and it's like pretending to be someone who's better than you are.
Mhm.
Okay. And the motivation, the dunyanyewa is nyepa.
To get something.
Yeah, you want something like money or respect.
Mhm.
And that's your kun ne long, your kun long.
Mhm. I'm curious. Tun tun yer way kun ne lang ne. Is that all saying the same thing? Like your motivation is aspiring to get something?
Yeah, motivated by an aspiration for gain. Something like that. Yeah. Then you think to yourself, by the way, this chimarun comes in the same meshi.
Yeah. How wonderful would it be?
Yeah, wouldn't it be nice if
Everyone would pay me respect.
Yeah, if everyone thought I was a really righteous person. Okay. Then I preferred key here, but it's okay. I will drupa chow.
Achieve things. Do.
Yeah, I will get the gain I want, and I will get the respect I want. Okay. And to do that, so thinking you would like to get those two things, they doc dual, right? Which is gain and respect. You chupa your jutsu.
You chupa your chutsu. You do your. You act better than you are.
Yeah, you adjust your apparent behavior. Okay. All right. And that ch is also related to a lot of words for artificial.
Right.
Okay.
Cho.
Yeah. Okay. So that's basically trying to look good when you're not. What is the traditional, what do you call that? Qualification here?
You do. Oh, if your motivation is pure. Oh, for this one, if you're trying to look good because it would help inspire faith, like if you're ordained and you don't want people to lose faith in the ordained Sangha.
Yeah. Yeah. You cannot, it's okay to not advertise your faults if it would really hurt a lot of people if they found out you had a drinking problem or something like that. Okay. And you're a teacher or something like that. So there's although you should try to fix it, obviously. All right. Let's go to number one. Please read. And I'm just seeing Haggerty here. Rob Haggerty.
Yeah.
You want to check him?
Yep.
Kasagni sampate tabu kunne
Umlaut. Yeah.
sampate tabu kunne langne kowo tak ringpone kyoki te tu ongso kowo ndir nebayang kyoki tonyin no.
Yeah. Do you remember what the Cossack translation is?
Flattery.
I don't remember. It seems almost like a hinting, but I'm not sure. Let's go look at number one. That's why I put these in here.
I did.
Oh, you did? Okay, flattery. Okay, that makes sense. You have the same kunlong.
Your motivation is
two things.
Sampateta, thinking like above, I guess.
Yeah, with those kinds of thoughts in your mind, I would like riches and I would like respect. Kune langne. Kowo, okay, it's an old word for nga.
Right.
Okay. Wow. I own to you Tarimbone.
Taringpone, a lot or a long.
Yeah.
I travel a long way.
Yeah, God, it took me days to get here to see you. Okay. And the very fact that I'm dear Nepa.
I'm staying here.
Yeah, I came here
for you to see you.
just for your sake, okay, for you, okay. Like that was a long trip I took on that plane, and I'm here, but it's all for you.
Mhm.
Then let's keep up this. What did you say? Flattery?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's keep up the flattery. Here we go.
Uh,
Mr. Haggerty, still you, okay?
Keni ngai padang jawe ngala jimpar chala nged ki kyang. Thank you.
Yeah.
Nge ki kyang kela jinno sheng ngor tepe kuntum mawao.
Good. Kenny nge padanda.
You nge pa my own father.
Yeah, you know, I feel with you, our relationship, you're just like my own dad.
Mhm.
And I know you're gonna ngala jimba.
You're gonna give me stuff just like
Yeah.
as if you were my own dad.
The same way when my dad used to send me a check at college, you know.
Mhm.
And I nge kyang kelajin.
And I give you gifts or I praise you or something.
Yeah, and after you give me stuff, I'll probably give you stuff.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, ngorta means you kind of butter them up. Yeah.
Mhm. Oh, you praise them that way.
Yeah, you kind of set them up, right? Ngorta means you pump them up. You pump them up. Yeah. Kundamao, you keep talking like that. Kundu means you keep talking like that. Okay. Good. All right. By the way, there are commentaries which say that these 5 are primarily for ordained people and their relationship to sponsors, for example, which all of us are involved with, and it's good to know these. Okay. All right. Who we got up here next? Nick, when you feel bored of reading, you want to ask someone else to read?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. Isabel, you want to read? Or are you
And
translating?
then Nick, you check them, okay?
Are you translating, Isabel? Yeah, she's translating. Okay. Leah, let's give it a try.
Turn on your microphone.
So sorry, I can't speak at all. I can't read.
Oh, I think I was talking about Leah Krager.
Hi, thank
Hi.
you. I'm happy to speak.
Oh,
属龙你让你
Shenki,
生意 letita bu ya
J,
jene jempa
Niepa,
nie pa deto na chi marun nyumpa
Nyampe,
nyampe de don du la cheching
Lei J Ching.
le cheching keki dung ched dini jetso.
Nice.
Nick, I guess this one is the hinting, right?
Yeah, that's what I got. I just
Okay. Shagi lady double chin in near but de top na chimaru nyambe. Shanky lady double chin in near but de top na chimaru nyambe. You think to yourself, chimaru.
how wonderful it would be to get something from someone else's work.
I think it is, yeah, from somebody
His
else.
efforts.
Good.
And then you
No, you know what I think it is? I think it's doing something for somebody else. Maybe.
Shengile, but
So
isn't,
because of the next phrase, de dundu leche, you do the thing for that purpose. So I think you do something for them, and you're thinking maybe you get something from them, and so you do something for somebody else. I think de dundu leche, okay? You do something for them, and then you say, "Oh, keki flungze is ze."
Your begging bowl is really nice.
Well,
Yes.
you have such a nice begging bowl, you know.
Like again,
Yeah.
I think I've seen somewhere leche could also mean like one of your subordinates or something, like one of your lackeys. Is that possible?
I don't think so. Yeah, because of the way the formation of it in the first line.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You should check Pabonko and see if there's any clue there. Okay.
It was totally different.
Yeah, that's why I gave you Pabonko. Okay.
Okay, so then this is saying you do something for someone else, and then you do it. Like you think how great it would be if you do something for someone else, and then you do it, and then you praise the work that they did.
No, I mean you do a favor for somebody else
Mm.
because you want to get something from them.
Mhm.
So you do the thing for somebody else, and then you hint.
Okay.
That's how I read it.
Okay.
You know,
Oh,
you
okay.
do someone else a favor, and then you hint to them, well, you know, it was really hard to wash your car today, but I did. And by the way, I love your bowl.
Mhm. Couldn't help but notice your begging bowl on the dashboard of your Tesla.
Yeah, you got a cool bowl there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Ko Kyung. Oh, let's see.
Oh, yeah. Who's gonna read? Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna give it to somebody else. I don't know who knows how to read. Rob, you want to go for it?
My experience is people surprise you, Nick.
Okay,
Sure. Yeah.
go for it.
But the second letter, I just didn't. Was that boo?
Kowa.
Boo. Oh, boo.
Kowa.
Kyang Dita. I don't know. Is it Bunye?
Yeah,
Not Chenwar?
close. Changwar.
Chenwar Biana? Wana?
Jana.
Yimpa Boang Nyepar Kao
Yeah.
Shade La Kyam Brakam Kampa
Kampa. Mhm.
Kampa Le was hard.
Mawa.
Mabao.
Oh, good.
Sorry, I gave you a tough one.
Kowa kyang detabu nina. If I were able to nyepa detabu,
Yeah, if I were able to get something like this.
if I could get a bowl like this, and changwa here means take possession of, you know. What's the famous, we don't see this verb almost ever. It's extremely rare, but it's very common in
Namdrolakchang.
Namdalakchang. A gift of liberation thrust into your hands. No, despite the translations that have gone on. Okay, so changwa means if someone were to thrust this into my hand, oh wow. Okay. But you know, it's kao to nyepa, that kind of a jimpa po.
It's hard to find someone who's that kind of giver.
Yeah, boy, it's hard to find someone that generous. Okay. And zela kamba. Kamba means to thirst,
Right.
to extreme thirst. But what's it mean here?
You talk in such a thirsty manner, in such like a desperate manner, or something like that.
It means extremely strong desire for ze.
Stuff.
Yeah, you want some stuff from somebody. So kamba is a ancient word. Tsongkhapa uses it. It means thirst, but in this case, it means craving for it. Okay, you're craving for that thing. Okay, you really want that bowl. Why are they taking a bowl? Why didn't they take money or something?
Because they're ordained.
These are all ordained people. That's about the only thing you can be jealous of is somebody's bowl. What bowl do the Johnsons have? Okay. Kambale Mamo. Okay, number 4, Nick. This is a long one. Who's going to be your reader?
I'll read this one.
All right.
Topki Njawa ni Nepala Sepe Sampe Shenla Dike Che Keki Patang Mala Sokpala Yang Jimpar Jawa Sushikla Jimpar Jawa Yin Keki Kimdu Drachom Shukshin Hlenchik Tam Mawar Ngyorwa ni Kenye Patang Den no Shema Parop Dini Drachompa Yeno Nyam Tu Semna Chimarung Nyampe Mawa O.
Good. Yeah, nice pronunciation. Toki Jawa, what's that mean?
Tomki Jawa, is that like forcing?
Yeah, I would say pressuring people.
Uh-huh.
Okay, pressuring people into giving you something. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Now, first, the motivation has to be sepa.
It's desire to get something.
Yeah, and out of that motivation, you shenla dike.
You say something to somebody else. You say this to someone else.
Kilki padama.
Your parents, your dad and mom, or somebody like that.
If even if you give something to them, okay, yang jimba.
Uh-huh.
Now, as far as your mom and dad, even if you give something to them, sushi gla jimba ja.
Who's gonna give it?
Well, I read it as what's the big deal? You know, like, you know, it's just giving it to anybody. Okay, offering something to your mother and father is kind of just giving it to anybody. But you're lucky because in your Kim, there's a Drachomba Shupa.
Someone trying to become an Arhat? Or...
No, there is an Arhat.
There's an Arhat. Oh, the Arhat staying there. Yeah, I got you.
In your house today. There's an Arhat. I mean, it's nice to give stuff to your mom and dad, but you got an Arhat in your house today. Okay.
For a limited time only.
Yeah. If you talk with them in that way, okay. Sorry. I don't know what that means here. Something like that. The person talking to you right now. You've got the thing they need, something like that. Okay.
Okay. But then okay.
Yeah, you got the thing they need. The person who is talking to you right now, you got the thing that they need. I would read it like
I got it.
And then if the puddle nyambas, oh, drachambayin.
If the other guy thinks to himself, oh boy, an Arhat.
Yeah, this guy's a real Arhat. Okay, by the way, you didn't say it directly, right? Okay. Wow. Nyamdu, Semna, if they have that misimpression of you, Chimaru.
Wouldn't that be wonderful?
Yeah, that's okay. That's not so bad. If they think I'm an Arhat, even if I'm not, I didn't say I was an Arhat. I just said there could be an Arhat in their house today. Okay. All right, that's cute.
So, and then the ma'wa at the end is like speaking while thinking like that or something.
Yeah, exactly. Speaking out of that motivation, speaking out of the motivation of it might be okay if they thought I was an Arhat. If that other person, Parupa, thought I was an Arhat, okay? That's not so bad. I could get something out of it. All right. Okay. Who's going to read the next one, Uncle Nick?
Let's see here. Cat.
Ooh.
Nyepe nyepa tsuwani dak la gelpo sokachiki lung seng. Chinpa ma langso ndi ni dak la gelpoche ke shik ki jinpao she ma shing ndi ni jinpar jape yul ke pak pao nyamdu tu sem na chima rung nyampe mar ao.
Good, not
Right.
bad. Mapo.
Yeah, that was good. Okay. We called this baiting.
Yeah, it's like you give a tchotchke and you expect them to buy a house for you or something. Okay. I remember Lama Sopa used to go to Sera, and the monks would be a long line outside of his door of monks with this cheap Indian soda water. It's called Crush or something, Squash. And he said, God, he told me one day, he said, God, that squash, those squash balls are expensive. Everybody wants you to build a new dormitory or something. Anyway, nyepe nyepe tsune, trying to get something by using something else. Okay. Giving a gift to get something back. Okay. But his definition is a little different from what we're used to. And that's why I had to go through the normal 5 first. Okay. So Dagla Gyalpo So Kachiki, Hungse Chimba Malang So.
So you don't bring your begging bowl, like you don't bring your sage's bowl. Dakla Kyopo. So when you go see somebody like a king.
I don't know why this first half of the sentence. The second half of the sentence is clear. And let's read the second half and then we'll go back, okay? Let's start with Dini Dagla, okay? Dini Dagla Gyalpo Che Gyalpo Chege, by the way, is Chegemo. Okay.
Sugar? No, that's Chimagara. Kemo, Chegemo, big laugh.
Chegemo means such and such a guy, such and such a king.
Oh.
Fill in the name yourself. Such and such king named such and such. Jin, past tense. This Fungse.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, King so and so gave me this sage's bowl.
You're name dropping. We call it in English. We call name dropping. You know. Oh yeah, Brad Pitt gave me this bowl. You know, Shea Mashin, you say, and Dini Jember Jawa Yoke Pakso Nyamdu Semna Chimarung Nyambe. Semna Chimarung means it wouldn't be such a bad thing if the other person who's listening to you describe what Brad Pitt gave you begins to think, oh, this is a really elevated pakpa. This is a
realized being. Yeah.
Yeah, it does not mean here realized being. It means this is a high person to give gifts to. Okay, Jemba Jawa Yu. Okay, this guy must be special to give gift. It must be special good karma to give gifts to this guy if Brad Pitt would give him a gift. Okay, so name dropping to get more gifts. So it's a little bit different from what we usually think of, right?
The aria of receiving gifts. Yeah.
Yeah. So this famous person, you want them to think you're a special object of donations that you could get, they can get more karma. Okay.
Oh yeah, interesting. That is different. Usually it's like that they would get something if they were to give us something, right?
Yeah, normally you give a rosary and then you ask them to donate a temple or something. Okay. And now this other part that we didn't get to, Dagla Gyalpo So Kachiki, to me, somebody like a king, okay, offers me a bowl, okay,
and I don't take it.
But I guess you're saying, yesterday this movie star offered me a room at the Ritz-Carlton, but I didn't want to take it. It was Brad Pitt, and then you're hoping that person will say, "Oh God, this guy must be well connected if Brad Pitt wants to give him something, so I better give him something," like that. Okay. Okay. All right. Anyway, why we went through those 5 at such suffering for 2 terms was way back here. I guess it was just
It was a little further back. Yeah, there you go.
yeah, it was some, what was the category called?
Well, we're still in the 16 things, the causes for higher rebirths.
Yeah, and he said, first of all, you should dokpa the migewachu.
Right. Don't do the 10 non-virtues.
And then you should dokpa these other kanamatoas.
Yeah, like not drinking and the 5 wrong kinds of life and ill will.
Yeah, there's 3 here. Okay. Drinking alcohol, not drinking alcohol, having a good livelihood. What do we call it? You make your living honestly, and then not hurting other people. So we didn't get to the not hurting people yet, I think, right?
Correct. And also there's going to be another 3. Yeah.
Yeah. So here we go. Or maybe no, that's it. He doesn't go through them. Okay. Please start here, Nick. I'll check.
Okay. Nipani.
Yeah, which is 3 things that you should jupa.
Okay. Okay. Jukpe Chisum. 3 things you should do.
Here's 3 things you should do. We did 13 things that you shouldn't do. Total 16. Okay, good. Here's 3 things you should do. Can you read the Sanskrit very slow?
Danam. Adarat.
Good.
Puja. Cha Maitri Cha.
Cha. Nice. Cha. Make sure, you're working so hard to make a long A. Make sure your short ones are short. Okay. So you can say for puja and then say cha. Cha. It's shorter and it's more of an sound. Yeah. Okay. Let's go to the commentary itself. Yeah, this looks like a perfect line for someone to read, Uncle Nick.
Yeah, cool. Let's see. Rivas.
Ooh, he's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So far.
Simpar Chaweyulnam Larangi Lagi Bulwala Sokpe Gujimdang.
Nice. And the Sanskrit is Dhanam Adrat. So it's an action and it's an action and it's a qualifier on the action. Do the action in a certain way. What's he saying?
Pay respect.
Nope.
He's not saying give respect.
Nope. He's saying when you do jimba, use ranki lak.
Oh, use your own hand.
Yeah, when you give, don't give through third parties. Don't donate money to some charity and think you're done. Try to go to the slum yourself and do something for somebody. Go to the refugee camp yourself. Get the diarrhea. It's a blessing. Okay.
But does good mean respect? I mean, maybe I was misunderstood.
Oh, it means kupejin, not guchin. Give with respect. It means give with respect. Okay.
Give with respect. Okay.
Yeah, meaning when you do your giving, do it in a gracious way and an elegant way. That shows your respect for the other person. And that's a beautiful qualifier. And that's a beautiful addition here. Don't just give, but give elegantly. Okay. Jimba Jawiyu means the people you give things to. Bulwa means offer the thing. Ranki lakpa.
Cool. With your own hand.
With your own hands, and don't send somebody to give someone a gift. Travel there and offer it yourself. And that was the system of the ancient kings, such as
Bimbisara.
Sri Sena. You have to have danced to Simafunk to understand this one, Nick. Okay. All right.
I've not done that. Yeah.
Yeah, well, okay, here we go. Please, who's going to read, Nick?
How about Venerable Sanam?
Yay.
Kan Podang Yuen Tan
Kenpo.
Gi. Can you please repeat?
Kenpo.
Ken Podang Yuen Tan Gi Klak Hwa Shan Yang Chip Jen Yang Chipa Ni Chip No Chipadang.
Good. Chirpa. Nick, he could have said chirpa. What does that mean?
Make offerings.
Now he says, he qualifies it. He says, ch'la chirpa.
Yeah. Make offerings to people worthy of offerings.
And it means be picky where you put your efforts.
Huh.
Okay. And it's an interesting qualifier by Nagarjuna himself, you know. You
Yeah.
don't just throw your money around. Choose your charities wisely. Choose where you put your money wisely. Okay. For example, you could give it to your Kimball
To your vow master. Or your
or other people who are yuntan flakpa.
full of good qualities.
Yeah, like especially standing out, distinguished by something, by need, by need, like in Ukraine right now, or things like that. Okay, so this line is very beautiful because he says, pick your charities carefully, pick carefully where you give your money. Okay, and give it to the most effective place. Okay, and by the way, that's a kind of non-laziness. And we have to learn it. Work hard to giving your money away. Yeah. Okay. Here's the next one. Nick, who's going to read?
Daniel Garcia,
Whoa.
if he's here. You hear D?
I don't see Daniel Garcia.
Oh, he just ran away. Venerable Miguel say.
I think he went to fix the roof on my cafe. I'll repeat that later.
Champa sante seme pashite chukpe chuso.
Nice. Nick, work on this. Simba means typified by.
Teme pashite. Oh, okay. So typified love. So out of love. Oh, I see. And then he's talking about the four immeasurables or the four infinite thoughts.
Yeah, so read that sun as example, for example.
That's what I thought. Okay, so your love should be, for example, like the love of the four immeasurables.
No, it means you should be practicing the four immeasurables. For example,
Oh, the other way. Okay, you should practice.
Yeah.
Practice the four immeasurables, like love.
Yeah, good. Yeah, and that's all added by Gyaltsab J because Nagarjuna only said Maitri. Okay? Right, Nagarjuna only said Maitri, and Gyaltsab J is putting words in his mouth. He says, look, when Nagarjuna said love, he meant all four immeasurables. Okay. Yeah. What are the other three, Nicholas?
Compassion, equanimity, and joy.
Good. Yeah, good. Okay. And as opposed to being dokbecha, which is things you shouldn't do, these are jukbecha.
Jukbecha, things you got to practice.
Yeah. So I gave you 13 ways to make good karma by avoiding certain things. And now I'm giving you 3 ways to make good karma by doing things. Total 16. Good?
Mm-hmm. Hey, Geshe-la, do you think that the word adar, the Sanskrit word for respect, is the root of the English word adore?
I believe it. Yeah, I believe it is. Yeah.
I'm just curious.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think, and I like it when you think that way. Okay. Last little piece here. There's a little qualifier by Gyaltsab J.
Geshe-la,
Okay. Yeah.
I have a question about the Sanskrit.
Okay.
Isn't Gyaltsab J being a little liberal here by using te instead of tang for the champa, the cha in the Sanskrit?
Yeah, Gyaltsab didn't translate to Sanskrit, by the way.
Oh,
By the way, in Gyaltsab's time, they were just deciding what to use. Like there might be 5-6 translations. And in Gyaltsab's lifetime and in Tsongkhapa's lifetime, they were making the final decisions of what to carve into the Tengyur. And anything they didn't carve got lost. And it's very, very rare to find the alternate translations that were made in those days. Okay, which is to say, if you get your book into the mixed nuts set, it will live forever. And if you don't, it will be like those other manuscripts that we don't have any of them. They're all gone. Okay. All right. Anyway, please, who's going to read this one, Nick?
Michael Wick. Do you want to read, Michael?
Wow, Michael Wick, welcome.
Are you
Just
here?
a 1 minute warning.
Oh, thank you. Oh, it's 1 minute. Oh, maybe I should just do the wrap up.
I think we got to get Michael. Michael Wick is responsible for half of all our organizations.
Yeah. Are you here, Mike?
Nope,
All right. Next time.
he ran away.
I just
Okay,
saw his name in there.
let's finish
Hi,
this one.
Deshala.
Oh, hey.
Hi, Michael. You're lucky because Nick is going to read for you. But if you don't know Michael Wick, way back in the beginning of all our organizations, he worked his ass off, and he was one of the only people among us who had a good job. And he paid for a lot of stuff, and he had access to all the public schools in New York, and he always got us a place to have a teaching. And it's because of him that we exist now. So thank you, Michael. Nick, read the part he was gonna read.
Gojin, Layang Che Tang Sang Sing Tang Minjik Pe Jimpanam So.
Yeah, what's that mean?
So he's talking about giving with respect. It also means Che Tang Sang Sing Tang, giving without fear, giving dharma and stuff, and
And protection.
and protection. Yeah. Oh, and freedom from fear. Got it.
Yeah. So there's 4 kinds of giving. Ze,
Stuff,
stuff, che,
dharma.
sangsing, that stuff too.
Yeah.
I guess it's love. Anyway, and menjikpa,
Freedom from fear.
protection. Okay. And all of those, says Gyaltsab, still kupe.
Give it with respect.
Yeah, even if you're teaching a group, show great respect to your students. And even if you're giving something to a homeless person, do it with respect. Even if you're protecting someone who's being bombed today, do it with great respect. Show them great politeness and honor when you give to anybody. Okay, no matter how bad off they are. Okay. All right, Nicholas, time for you to tell us a wrap up.
Okay, that's easy. We talked about the 5 ways that you shouldn't make a living. And we talked about them from the perspective of Gyaltsab, which is different from the perspective of Pabonka Rinpoche. And then we talked about the 3 practices to be taken up in order to create the causes for higher rebirth.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
And that's what we talked about.
What were they, please?
They were
Here they are.
giving with respect, making
Good.
offerings to people who are worthy of such offerings, and love, which according to Gyaltsab includes the other 3 immeasurables as well.
Nice.
Hi, Michael
Okay.
Wick. It's good to know you're here.
Yeah, nice. Good. Thank you for coming, Michael Wick, and thank you for starting everything. Okay, and I hope you live a long life. Nick, anything else, or we get a break?
Let's take a break. 8 minutes. We have an 8-minute
Woohoo!
break. Thank you, guys. I'll just go ahead and translate ahead, okay?
Oh, let me look at what's coming up. I want to see if there's anything especially painful to give you. That's too easy.
I'll do that.
Can you just do the next 3 lines? including Seiche and Ditar.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Thank you,
Okay.
sir.
See you guys soon.
All right. Thank you very much, guys. I'll see you in 8 minutes.
Okay. Bonsoir.